Very good morning to all of you in this session, wherein we will be discussing how to check whether the students have attempted correct answer or not. So first, I will run the program and I'll show you what we are going to discuss today so that we can understand. In the previous session, we have already made the app this online testing app, and we have discussed about how the test will start and how these questions will move from will navigate questions from one question to another. Now suppose the students attempt any particular question, so at the end of the examination he or she must know how many questions she attempted was correct, how many questions was wrong. So let us begin. What is JavaScript? It is a scripting language. Suppose the student clicks A and move on to the next question. What is CSS? CSS is cascading style sheets. Moving on to question number 3. What is hypertext markup language? Suppose the student does not know and he clicks C. Now, one question is wrong. The example of operating system is Windows, and then MySQL is our database. Now, after attempting, suppose the student clicks the submit button, so he'll see the answer sheet. Marks obtained 4 out of 5. Question number 1 was correct, 2 was correct, 3 was wrong, 4 was wrong, and 5 was correct. This you can see. Now, how this is being done, we have to discuss this today. So get excited. This is very important part, and this is a real-time application sort of example. Coming to the, let's come to the code. This is the code. So I have created two arrays, as you can see from line number 48. This line number 48, I've created a correct answer array, and this correct answer stores the correct options of each of the 5 questions. So for the question number 1, let us see what is the question number 1. Question number 1 is what is JavaScript, and the options are the scripting language, programming language. Correct option is the first one. So I've stored, you can see in line number 48, the correct answer for the first question is A. Similarly, question number 2, what is CSS? CSS is cascading style sheets. It is at position 2, so we are storing it here. The correct answer is B. Similarly, for the third answer, the correct answer is A. Then for fourth, what is the example of operating system? It is Windows, so it is again A, as you can see here. And then the MySQL is an example of this is question number 5. That answer is C here. So what we have done, we have created one more array, and in the name of that array is correct answer, and we have stored all the correct answers for the questions. Like we have the questions, like we have the options stored in the array, we also create an array and store all the correct answers. Now, when the user will click the button, so the attempted answer has to be also stored. So for that, we have also created one more array, that is attempted answer. And these attempted answer are yet not defined. So these are all empty. Now, what will happen when the user will click the button, the option for the present question number? That present question number option will be stored by the attempted function. Now, try to understand this attempted function and from where this function is being called. Let us see. But first of all, these two arrays from line number 48 to line number 60, these are two arrays. The first array stores all the correct answers, and the second is array stores all the answers that the user will attempt. From the beginning, it is all empty. Now, when we come to the buttons options, here you see in the line number 269, we have input type button value is A, input type button value is B, input type button value is C. These are the options button that is there. These are the, let me show you. Let me go to the output. These are these buttons A, B, C, D. So whenever these buttons are clicked, we are calling the function attempted, and when A button is clicked, it is passing on the parameter A. When B button is clicked, it is passing on the value B. When C button is clicked, it is passing on the value C. And when D button is clicked, it is passing on the value D. But which question options are these? How the system will know? So for that, you must be remembering that in the program, in the very first session, we have created a global variable present question number. You can see at the top, line number 9. You can see at line number 9, we have a present question number. And as we navigate from one question to another, present question number either increases or decreases. When we move to next, present question number is plus plus, and when we move to previous, present question number is minus minus. So the system already know the present question which is being showed to this to the candidate, and whatever option is being clicked, it belongs to the present question number. So if present question number 1 and the user clicks A, that means the option is for the present question number 1. If the present question number, we move to present question number 2 and the user clicks B, then it means it is for B. So here when we see the attempted function, line number 63, in line number 63, you can see in the attempted, this X will bring A, B, C, whatever is passed on from the button that is there. And then we here the attempted answer. You can see the attempted answer. We are storing the attempted answer. So if the question number is 1, it will go to the array position 0. That is why we have uh, used -1. So for the question number 1, the attempted answer will be stored at 0. For the question number 2, attempted answer will be stored at 1. For the question number 3, attempted answer will be stored at 2. And in this way, all the attempted answer will be stored. I repeat, whenever the options are clicked, A, B, C, D, these are the 4 options. Whenever these options are clicked, we are calling the attempted function, which is at line number 63. And this attempted function brings in the parameter as A, B, C, D. So these A, B, C, D values are stored in the attempted answer array. So whatever the answer has been attempted by the user, it is also stored, and whatever is correct is also stored. Now, how will the system understand it is correct or not? So when the user will uh, click the finally display result. So let's come to the display result function. In the display result function, show result, we have a show result function. Now this show result function, please do concentrate from line number 179 to line number 199. These are pure code, array based, loop based. So we have to concentrate. We have 2 variables. First variable is result sheet. This is a string variable. It will store all the values. That question number 1 is correct. Question number 2 is wrong. Question number 3 is correct, in this way. And then we have to also find out how many answers were correct. So for that, we need an integer variable. So we have a correct answer variable. At present, it is 0. Now, since there are 5 questions, so we are starting a loop from 0 to 5. When the I is 0, we are coming here, we are checking whether the correct answer of question number 1 and the attempted answer at the same position are same or not. How will the system know that it is it is correct? If the correct answer is A and the user has attempted A, that means it is correct. If the correct answer is A but the user has attempted B, it is wrong. So if the correct answer and the attempted answer is same at each I, we will store in the result sheet that question number I is 0. So question number 1 is correct, and then we are also counting the correct answer with the help of this correct answer variable plus plus. If it is wrong, then it will come to the else part, and then it will print question number 1 is wrong. So it will move to the second part. Here in the second part, again, it will check whether the correct answer and the attempted answer are same or different. If it is same, it will store question number 2 is correct. And it will also count how many correct answers are being made. And if it is wrong, it will go to this part. Now, once it comes out of the loop, then we have to, at the top of the answer sheet, we have to display answer sheet. So we are writing answer sheet. And after that answer sheet, we are writing marks obtained. And this is correct answer. Suppose there are 3 correct answer and total is 5. So it will print 3/5. So correct answer will be displayed in the heading. Below that, it will display marks obtained 4/5, 2/5, 1/5, whatever. And then it will uh, come to display the result sheet that has been stored here. All the questions which are correct and all the questions which are wrong. And finally, this result sheet is being displayed in the show result div. Show result div, you can see at the bottom, we have a show result div. This is the show result div. Here we will show the result. When this result will be shown, when the submit button is clicked, we are calling the show result. So we are calling the show result function when the submit button is clicked. Where is the submit button? You can see at the bottom right, we have a submit button, and the bottom left, we have a result div. So when the user will click the submit button, the result will be displayed. And for that, we have this show result function. So I'll come back to the show result function, how we are showing the result. Let's start from the beginning, what changes we have done from the program in the previous session. So first of all, we have stored all the correct answers for the questions that we have in a correct answer array. And we have also declared an attempted answer array where we will store the attempted answer which the user has attempted for the present question. And whenever the option is being clicked, this attempted function is called. It will bring the parameter a, b, c, d, which will be stored in this array attempted answer. And when the user will click the submit button, then we are calling the show result. Now in show result, what we are doing, we have 2 variables. Concentrate from line number 179 onwards. We have show result, which is a string. It will store the value. Question number 1 is correct. Question number 2 is wrong. Question number 3 is correct, this way. And we have to also show how many questions were correct out of 5. So for that, we are storing correct answer in a integer variable. Now we'll start matching the correct answer and the attempted answer from question number 0 to 5. So if for the first situation, if the correct answer and attempted answer is same, the show result sheet will store question number 1 is correct. If it is false, it will go to else part. Question number 1 is wrong. Similarly, question number 2, correct, wrong, correct, wrong. In this way, it will show. And finally, when it will come out of the loop, it will display the answer sheet in H2, then the marks obtained, 4 out of 5, then the result sheet, question number 1 lists this, and it is showing in the result sheet. That is the show result div. This is how we are calculating the number of questions that are correct or wrong. Now, suppose one small change I'll like to make, and then I'll give some assignment for all of you. Now, suppose I click for this, what is JavaScript is a scripting language. I click A. So A button should, the color of the button should change so that I understand that, okay, A I have already clicked. So how will we do that? We'll do that with the help of code. So whenever these buttons are clicked, you can see attempted line number 269. Whenever A button is clicked, attempted function is called. So what we will do, we will make ID for each of these. ID is equals to, suppose B1, and I will create ID for each of these. This is suppose B2. I want to change the color. If you have appeared for any online test, you might have this experience that the color of the button changes, B1, B2, B3, B4. Now, when we go to the function attempted answer, here what we will do, we will use button ID is equals to B plus the present question number. Present question number is 1, so it will become B1. Now I will write document dot get element by ID. The ID is button ID. It will be B1, B2, B3. Dot the style dot background color. Background style dot background color equals to, suppose I will mark it as green. It is done. Or let's say green, and the color should also change. Color, I'll make it white so that it is visible, because on green, black will not be visible. Now let me run this program again. I'll make it live. Now, see here, you can see the change. Okay. But it remains, it should go when we are clicking this, because each time when we are clicking the button, it has to go, because another question will have another answer. So what we have to do, every time it is clicked, first of all, we have to change the, we'll have to call a loop, and then we'll have to change the color of each of them. But this is how we can change. This is the logic. So as of now, let me concentrate on this part only. We can do that later on. So this is the part I'll run again, and then we'll open the discussion. I have removed the color. I have given the logic how it happens. Now, question number 2 is this. Question number 3, I'm marking D, that is wrong. Question number 4, I'm marking C, that is wrong. Question number 5, I'm marking D, that is wrong. And now when I submit, I get the result. Question number 1 and 2 are correct. There are 2 correct answers out of 5 and this. Okay. So this is how we can make these changes. You can concentrate and I'll share the code to all of you.